Hey everyone, it is Saturday, November 25th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a fantastic day. I'm in a really, really good place and excited for a productive session. Um, it's going to be a good day. I am going to again do like a 4 hour session instead of like an 8 or 10 hour session, just because I do have some social commitments tonight, and I'm going to probably end up making Saturdays like that, where I'll probably work 8 hours Sunday through Thursday, take Fridays off, and then have a half day on Saturday. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to go, but that's sort of my working plan right now. I'm going to hit some online classes, update you guys with what I'm doing there. Going to jump into a quick drum practice, just move myself forward, and then going to try to take a break from tracking drums. I've been hitting the drum tracking pretty hard the last couple days. Honestly, I would love to just keep tracking, but I want to give my body a little bit of a rest and not burn myself out. So what I'm going to do is listen back to the vocal takes I did 2 days ago, do some edits on those, and either retrack or try to get a better idea of exactly how I want that to sound. I'm going to work more on the guitar fills in the song, get those sketched out, and hopefully get at least some scratch takes printed, which would be fantastic. And then if I have time after that, I'll probably jump into the drum front again, listen back to the takes I did the last couple days, make some notes so that I can go into tomorrow really focused and knowing exactly what I want and need to hit to get this track finished in the next week. That would be incredible. I think that's very possible, and that would just be a major, major win to have this thing totally tracked and mostly edited by the end of November. So, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will update you guys at the end of the session. Let's do it. I see myself involved in my destiny is calling. All right, phenomenal session here today. I packed a ton in, and maybe more than I should have, honestly. I'm feeling pretty cooked, but I could have done more, I guess. I just started feeling a little drain at the end of the session, so I was just trying to hang in there and get as much done as possible, push myself, and I was successful. So hit the online class front, got some more information on just time management and goal setting as a musician, talking about SMART goals, which is an acronym. SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time specific. And if you can attach all those things to your goals, then you're probably making good goals, and that's a good move. Without those things, your goals might have some problems. So really awesome, just great to have that reiterated. It's not something I didn't know already, but it's good to filter my goals and kind of have the structure to specify exactly what I'm trying to do in the next 3 to 4 months here, knocking things out. So zooming back out to the big picture, like I said yesterday, then I dove into the drum front. I was really feeling it from the last couple days, so I kept that super light. I didn't even get into the stick control book. I just worked on my feet a little bit and worked on just really light, soft playing just to give my body a little bit of a break, but still get a good session in, and that was great, very productive. Took a short break, jumped into the production front, listened back to all the vocal takes from the other day, and the high harmonies and high parts I did just ended up sounding kind of whack because I realized like the backing vocal part should be a really great vocal part. Like you're gonna hear it that way. It's not just like a coloring effect, you know. So that was a good that was a good learning takeaway. The low harmonies I did sounded really good. I think that's because the main melody is kind of at the top of my usable range before I get into the falsetto, and I just haven't sang falsetto much. So my falsetto just, I don't know, it almost doesn't sound like me. It sounds like cheap and not good. So maybe that's just an area for growth for me. Or maybe this just isn't the track to have that type of vocal anyway. Um, so that was again a good takeaway, and this is really one of the first. I don't know. I'm barely getting my feet wet with the backing vocals thing. It's not something I have a ton of experience with, so I'm trying to just brainstorm audio wise, brainstorm, just get a bunch of ideas out and then pick and choose and learn as I go. I also did some vocal doubles, though those ended up helping and being good, and then I took like played around with some processing for those, like some phasing and some distortion and like crazy stuff, and it was really cool. I was having a lot of fun with that. So that kind of opens up the next stage of working on this track, which is more like the production and like fine tuning of things. And yeah, that's sort of separate from where I am now, which is just trying to get really good tracks. It's not totally separate because you do want I want things to sound as close as possible to the final mix, so that mixing is sort of just a formality. You know, the song already sounds and has the flavor and character that it should have, and then we're just taking it to the next level in the mixing stage. So yeah. But I also don't want to get distracted by all the effects and miss out on like, okay, let me just track some really good vocals, right? Some really good source material. So that was good. I played around with some pitch shifting that ended up being kind of a loss. So just, you know, it was really good learning. Took a super short break, got into the guitar riff for the exit of the chorus. That ended up being pretty much money in the bank from what I did a couple days ago, so just reiterated that that was good. Could have tracked that today. I just felt like that was pushing myself a little farther than I wanted to go on the guitar front, and I just didn't feel like I was going to get anything that would be valuable, so I skipped on that and instead opted to listen back to some drum takes from the last couple days. My ears were a little cooked, honestly, from the drum kit and listening to that part of the track over and over again from just doing so many takes, but that was productive because it helped me realize like what I want to do as far as drum parts go tomorrow and the next day, and like wrapping things up by the end of this week. So I'm getting close. I definitely don't have that much experience like knocking this type of stuff out in just a few days, but I also haven't had like 5 8-hour sessions in a row, I don't think, ever before. So it's going to be pretty epic. It's going to be an awesome week, and I'm excited. So hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more. Till then.